Ooh, this is gonna be a good one. The kind folks at Zhiyun have sent me out another gimbal, and today we're gonna get a special, very early first look at the brand new Zhiyun Smooth 4. So yeah, guys, super pumped about this. Getting a really first early look at this new gimbal from Zhiyun. It is the Smooth series, which is their mobile phone series. First out of the box, just initial impressions of this thing. Fit and finish looks good. They've put some little chrome emblems and little nice effects on here. They've gone back to a composite body on this from the Smooth 3, which is metal. They probably did that to keep the strength up and keep the weight down. All right, let me get you guys over here. All right, is that good? Yeah, it's good. All right, let me pump the brakes just for a second, interrupt. I was editing and I realized this, I don't know if I mentioned it, but this is a very early release. They sent this to me prior to them announcing it. Therefore, in this video, a lot of the footage you're going to see is of this, which is a pre-production model. They have now announced it, which is why I'm editing. I'm allowed to now post this video to the internet. There will be a couple, if you look on like their Instagram page, there have been, since this model, been a couple small adjustments they made from the pre-production models to the production models. Some of the accents have changed a little bit. They've kind of just polished it up a little bit. Looks even better. It does look like this is going to be available in multiple colors. I didn't get a full list of the colors from Zhiyun yet, but the picture that my contact at Zhiyun sent me shows me a white one, which I will put here. Or here, maybe, or here. So yeah, it looks really cool. But another thing they announced since I have filmed this video is the price. When I first looked at this thing and looked at all the kind of stuff they put into it, I figured this was gonna come out about the same price as the Smooth 3, which is a little bit more expensive. And they announced, it looks like this one's gonna hit the market at about $139. So really excellent price point. I will now go back to the video so you can hear the rest of what I had to say about this kind of early look at this pre-production model. Back to the video. Okay, hold on, let's go. All right. So it didn't get too heavy and cumbersome. They've really taken this thing to the next level by putting a whole host of hotkey controls and a follow focus knob. As far as I know, this is the first gimbal to ever include a follow focus knob for mobile phones. This follow focus knob is going to be a dual purpose knob. You're going to be able to toggle between this being your zoom in and out, so you're going to be able to use this to smoothly zoom in and out, or you're going to be able to click a button and change it over to follow focus, which is going to allow you to smoothly transition focus from one thing to the other, and this is going to give you that nice cinematic smooth transition. They've got a cool little quick mode shift button right here, which is nice. Before, usually you would have to tap through modes to change from pan, follow to lock or the different gimbal modes. Right here, it's just a quick button. You can go between pan, follow mode and lock mode. You're going to be able, with this wheel and the different hotkeys, adjust pretty much any parameter on your phone manually without ever having to touch the phone. You're going to be able to adjust ISO, aperture, your white balance. They've also included a trigger back here, which has a couple functions. You're going to be able to double tap it to recenter your gimbal. You're going to be able to go into what they call phone go mode. Just by holding this trigger down, you're going to be able to put it in full lock so that you can zip and move the gimbal around and whip it in transition. And because they put some stronger motors in here, it's going to be able to take the weight of that, and then when you release it, go back to normal. You can also hold this trigger and go to full follow mode. So you pull the trigger, it goes to full follow mode, so you can get smooth pan, smooth tilts, and then as soon as you release it, it's going to go back to your previous mode. So that's going to allow you some quick access, which is nice. They have also increased the payload to 500 grams on this one. That's pretty big. As far as I know, most cell phones are probably well under 200 grams, which means most of your cell phones, as long as you don't get into a crazy size restriction, are going to fit into this thing. Even with some of your like lens attachments, like your moment lenses and stuff stuff like that that add weight, this thing should be able to handle those with no problem. And you know, it's still got all the same stuff packed in it that the previous models had. It's got your time lapse, your moving time lapse. It's got a 5,000 milliamp hour battery in it, so they're claiming that's going to get you up to about 10 hours of usage out of this thing. All right, guys, so that's it. That is, in a nutshell, the new stuff they've packed into this brand new gimbal that Zhiyun's putting out. Have not had a chance to use it yet, so I'm reserving a full review until after I've had some time to really spend with this thing. But keep an eye on the channel because I will be doing a full and thorough review on it. Another big thanks to Zhiyun for sending this thing out for us to do an early look at this. Really looking forward to testing this thing out and using it. I think it's going to be pretty cool. Well, that's it for me today. I hope everybody is having a great week, and we will see you in the next video.